Hi grade 4s, welcome to your next lesson of Recorder. Today we're going to be looking at a very classic sounding melody that you've probably heard somewhere but you have no idea where, but it is a very well known melody and it will quickly come to your mind if you already know it. But before we even get to this piece, we have a note that I think we've looked at before, but we're going to revisit today. And right over here, when we go to that fourth bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, right after that breath mark, you can see we have a high E. All right, a high E. I know we've looked at it before, but just to make sure everyone knows it, okay? So how you hold a high E is just hold your regular G note, put your two fingers here to hold a regular E, just like that. But all you're gonna do to make it a high E is you're gonna remove a little air on your thumb. Remember how we never want to have any air on our thumb because it makes it squeaky? Well, now we do, because that's what's gonna give us our high E. It's gonna take it from this low E to this high E. And I'm not changing these fingers, I'm changing the thumb at the back. That's the secret, okay? So make sure you don't leave it completely open. You want it to be halfway open. Even though they sound the same, the reason is because you're going to quickly come back to that to hold a note that does need that thumb, okay? So let's try playing our low E and going to our high E a couple of times. Let's go from our low E to our high E. So low E, 3, go. High E. Low E. High E. By yourself. 2. High E. One more low E, high E. All right, and that's gonna be right over here in bar 4, and we're gonna see it again in the second line. So now that you know your high E, if you're not yet comfortable with it, practice it a couple of times. It's all about just removing a bit of air on that thumb. All right, now that you've got your high E, let's zoom into this piece and let's see how to play this royal, regal sounding theme, the Emperor. So let's start off by reading our rhythm. So it's 4/4, meaning we have 4 beats in the bar, but right over here we only have 2 beats. So that means we're gonna start on our third beat. So 1, 2, tum. So 1, 2, tum, ti. All right. So remember, 2 count, then you start. So 1, 2, tum, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ta. Ta, ti, ti, ta, ah, tum, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, ah. Not a hard rhythm, just have to get after that 2 count. So now I want to hear it by yourself. 1, 2. Let's go. And make sure you hold that last one for 2 beats. So this piece is pretty short. The only trick is that high E. That's what we really want to be able to get, because I want you to see something. This is the exact same. This top line is the exact same thing as this bottom line. So just one quick thing I want you to note. In your sheet music, you have 3 lines, okay? I just put it in 2 so that you can see the idea of this tum ti repeating the phrase, okay, as it goes towards the end. But in your sheet music, you're going to be reading the melody, 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 not the harmony, okay? So make sure you follow on your sheet music. That is so important. But for here, I will do it on 2 lines, which is the exact same notes as your sheet music. There's no difference except just in less lines, okay? Less space. All right, so let's start off by playing this piece. We have a G, A after a 2 count. 1, 2. Again. By yourself. Tum, ti. All right, next bar. We have a B, A, C, B. Easy stuff. Let's go for that. Ready? Go. Again. By yourself. Let's put bar 1 and bar 2 together. 1, 2. Again. Then we go to bar 3, which is going to be a T, T, ta, which is A, F sharp, G. Let's try it. Go. So make sure you have those two fingers right there. Then you put these two, the middle and ring, where they're supposed to be. Please make sure you hold your F sharp like that, not like this. This index finger cannot come down here. It has to be these two, okay? So let's go A, F sharp, G. Ready? Go. Again. Then we come up for that high E, and we're just going to keep descending. High E, D, C, B, A. We're just going down all the notes from high E to that A. So let's go for that high E. Let's go. Again, now to D. All right, so high E to D. Let's go. And I just kept walking it down. So D, C, B, A. So let's go high E. And remember, from that high E, you're going to remove a lot of fingers to get that D. You're going to go from here to just, boom, the middle finger with no thumb. All right, so high E with half a thumb, then D with just the middle finger on the recorder. So make sure you get ready and you practice that move. Let's practice it together, actually. So high E to D. Ready? Let's go. Again, let's go. One more time. Let's keep going on to that next bar. From the high E all the way down to that A. Ready? Let's go. Then we go B, G, D. High D over here. So B, G, D. We're reaching this D just so we can get the full phrase, okay? So let's go B, G, D for 2 beats. Ready? Let's go. Again. By yourself. B, G, D. Last time. Go. B, G, D. All right. Let's take it from this high E all the way to this D over here. After a count of 2. 1, 2. Again, let's go. All right. Let's now take it from this G to that high E, all the way up until this D over here. So the G before the high E. Ready? Go. One more time from here. Make sure you're quick in looking where you're supposed to be and quick in holding your notes. So A, F sharp, G, high E. Ready? Let's go. All right, let's put the whole of that phrase from the first bar up until this high D on our second line. After a count of 2. 1, 2. One more time. Ready? Let's go. Now, if you know that all the way up until this D, then you know everything else and you just have to change that to a G. Instead of playing a high D over here, you change that to a G. Because this is exactly the same. So it goes G, A, B, A, same thing here. G, A, B, A, C, B, A, F sharp, G, A, F sharp, G. High E, D, C, B, A, B, G, G. Same thing right here. High E, D, C, B, A, B, G. But instead of that D, we're going to play a G. So, simple idea, just repeat it. So let's take it from right after that breath mark, from this tum-ti rhythm. 1, 2. Alright, so let's go from this last 2 bars, just so we get used to that G, from this C. Ready? Go. Again, let's go. Alright, let's put the whole piece together, knowing that the first line is pretty much the same as this line. It's just, instead of a high D, we play a G. And remember, your sheet music is going to look different, but there's no difference in the notes. It's just the way they wrote it, okay? So let's go for the whole piece after a count of 2. 1, 2. All right. One more time by yourself after a count of 2. 1, 2. Tum. Tum. Ta-ah. Alright, grade 3s, and that's the Emperor, a very royal sounding melody. The only thing you need to watch out for is that little thing over here, that high E. So make sure you get used and accustomed to releasing your thumb so that you have a bit of space on that back hole, okay, on your recorder. So you can get that high E instead of a low E. Okay, so have fun practicing the Emperor. Very easy piece because it's the same thing twice. Only thing you need to watch out for is that high E. So have fun practicing, and I can't wait to hear you perform this piece.